These are all the supplies I used for my reading journal. I used the Grabby dual tone acrylic markers for the frames, the sunset or sunrise, I guess. And then also on these 2 pages, and the nice thing about them is they don't even bleed through. Next are Ohuhu markers. I used those markers on the frame details, and all of that did bleed through. So I mostly used it when I was on actual cardstock. I like to use the Abiam dual brush pens for any of the fine details. Those details, all of this was used with this marker. Same with this because it has a brush tip and a fine point. For my actual reviews this year, I'm just using a regular pen because it doesn't bleed through at all. I use these markers for the divider lines. They don't bleed too much, but they bleed a little bit, so I'm not sure if I'm going to use them for all the pages or just some of them. I use this watercolor set from Grabby to paint these guys, and I'll be doing that more often. This right here is just an Ohuhu black marker on top of the cardstock, but this little detailing was with this marker. It's supposed to be a watercolor fine liner, but I think I'll be able to use this to write and it won't bleed. These stickers right here, I cut out with my Cricut. I have them available on Etsy and my website. I just print a whole bunch and have them ready to go. The actual book covers, I just print with my computer. It does take some pre-planning, or else you'd be cutting out like one sticker at a time and wasting a sheet of paper. So it does take a lot of planning ahead of time, which is why I have empty spaces. And then last, the cardstock is from Michaels. Otherwise, I'm just using plain cardstock I had laying around, which was probably also from Michaels. And then this eraser, I definitely couldn't live without with this journal. I have been really struggling with this spread, so I've been redoing and redoing and redoing. And I used to just use up an entire eraser on a pencil, and I was like, I gotta change this. So I went and found this, and I actually really like it. The eraser is like a really good quality, like feeling one, and it's not going to tear the paper. This is the tape I use. Honestly, don't love it. I find that it doesn't really work when I do it left-handed, so I'm having to do it right-handed, and I'm a lefty, and so anytime that happens, it just kind of frustrates me. I don't know the logic behind it, but it just doesn't seem to want to come out when I do it left-handed. So if you have a better solution, let me know, because I'm kind of over this. And I also don't really love the Tombow one, so if you have a tape that you love better, let me know. I'm trying to get creative with very limited supplies, but this is everything I've used so far for my journal.